almost 10 years old. This is played on Gen 5 OU. This was about a 100-person tournament, and this is the semifinals, which means there's only 4 players left. So the winner of this game goes on to play the finals. So we'll be showing this game, we'll be showing the finals, and then what we're going to be trying to do, right? What we're going to be trying to do is see if we can recreate the success that this team had almost 10 years ago on the ladder using as similar as sets as possible. Is the team that I won a majority of my Gen 5 tournaments with. Latios was really good in Gen 5. Rain was permanent. Weather was permanent back in the day in Gen 5. And I think it's a good thing to go back and look at what made specific teams, specific Pokemon, specific metas work, and then try and build on that, maybe improve upon it, and tweak it moving forward. You know, you ever heard the phrase like, those who do not know history are doomed to repeat it? Well, I'm giving you guys a crash course in Pokemon history so you guys don't fall prey to the same things that I abused our opponents with in this game. So let's just start off, get right into it. You can see their team is Sun. Sun with like Dugtrio, they have Latias, I have Latios. Things like Heatran were still really, really big. Ninetales actually could kind of check our Politoed if they have the Sun upright. But let's just hop right into it and hopefully have a good time. This is a video on my YouTube channel. You know, back in the day, you could only save one replay. And so in between my rounds, I was playing my rounds and then recording the game with my camera. I saved the replay and recorded it. And I always think it's a really good thing to do for tournaments. You should always kind of get in that mindset of reviewing your games right after you play them, so you can actually like learn from it. It forces you to be like, oh, I could have optimized this turn. I could have optimized this turn. I shouldn't have done that. I should have done this. There's so many things you can learn from just watching your replays, and I think it's a really, really, really important step. But anyways, you see they lead Ninetales, and I lead Latios. I just wanted to get Rain up because I knew they were going to go for something. They go for a Wisp, and they do burn our Politoed, but it's not that important. This is actually going to be a Scarf Politoed. It's probably going to be the only Politoed set you ever see me run. I'm definitely much more of a Pelipper guy, but I don't think hidden abilities were as common. So Pelipper just wasn't on the radar yet. So they switch in the Dugtrio, which has Arena Trap, right? It has Arena Trap. And do I get the burn? I do get the burn. Look at me. Look at me with this big burn value. So basically they just fodder their Dugtrio to be able to potentially reapply Sun. They are doing good damage with the burn. And basically the way Weather Wars worked in Gen 5 was whoever lost the Weather War would probably lose the game. Whoever lost their Weather Setter first would probably lose the game. I'm looking at this though, and I'm like, if I can break this Heatran, my Latios will probably be okay. And for everyone thinking like, what? How are you just one-shotting all these Pokemon? Like, how is your Politoed that good? You gotta remember that like Scarf Toad was not common in these metas. Heatrans were definitely made to like outspeed. He was trying to get rocks up there, and he probably thought they'd be able to live. You didn't see fast Toads. You didn't see Toads that had full special attack. And so now the cat's out of the bag. They definitely know that I'm Scarf Toad. They can abuse that for the remainder of the match. I have to switch. I'm assuming that some sort of special attack is probably coming in because we are already burned. So I go into my Blissey. He goes for a double switch because remember, you have to preserve your Weather Setter. So he's definitely going to save that to counter me later. They go into Latias, which is a huge check to Blissey, especially because it can sub. Its sub is just so good. And if they get the Calm Mind up, I won't be able to break their subs with these Ice Beams. You can still see even 10 years ago, right? Even 10 years ago, I'm still out here using the same Sweeper Blissey set. It's just so good. It's just so good. So they're going to switch. That means they don't have the Calm Mind, right? They're going to go into the Fortress. We definitely still want to Ice Beam. Ice Beam's going to be able to break the Sturdy on the Fortress. Oh, we actually went for the Thunder, and we missed. That's such a greedy play from me, by the way. That was greedy. Just go for the Flamethrower. I should have Ice Beamed. I definitely should have Ice Beamed, but like, I think the reason why I Thundered there is because I wanted to get the para if they Calm Minded, so then I could punish before they sub. So it was a good play to Thunder there. Looking back, you know, hindsight over 9,000, pretty good play to go for the Thunder in that situation. It sucks that I miss, but I also want to talk another thing about this team. This team does not have Stealth Rocks or Defog or Rapid Spin. And you may be thinking like, that's crazy. How could you build a team that legit wins tournaments without the use of Stealth Rocks? Let me close this door. It's really loud. Without the use of Stealth Rocks, without the use of Hazards, without anything like that. Thunder in the Sun. I mean, I think I had to go for it, though. I think I had to go for the Thunder in the Sun versus the Latias because, like, if they got the Calm Mind up, it would have been game. So, it is what it is. But, yeah, it was just a different time back then, you know? Basically, there were two ways to play. You could play into heavy setting your own hazards, heavy into getting rid of hazards or stuff like that, or you can just build a team that didn't have a single mon, that was weak to rocks, and just put leftovers or recovery moves on options. And so that's what this team did, and that was definitely my playstyle in Gen 5 for the most part. It was definitely just like letting people set up their hazards or do whatever they want to do with hazards, and then punish them for setting them with a ton of setup mons myself. So you can see we finally get the KO on this Fortress. Fortress does go down. And I think we're in a really, really good spot. I think we're in a great spot. On my Sweeper Blissey, I enjoy Shadow Ball for the Ring Grace special defense drops. Well, this is, I don't think that you need Shadow Ball in back. So this is like 10 years ago, right? There's nothing worth Shadow Balling in the meta, right? What Gen was this? This is Gen 5. This is Gen 5. There's nothing worth Shadow Balling, though. I'd rather freeze them. You know what I mean? Like, you can say, like, I want a special defense drop. It's like, I'd rather freeze it, you know? I'd usually rather freeze it. You needed the flamethrower coverage. You needed the ice coverage. Thunder is really, really good as well. So, yeah, we're gonna switch in here. They go for a Sludge Bomb. I switched to Latios. I don't exactly remember why, but yeah, we just go for a big Psyshock here. Latios, such a good sweeper. It was not an Uber in this format. It was an Uber in Gen 4, but not in Gen 5. And Latios was, like, kind of meta, but it wasn't as broken as it looks. It wasn't as broken as people might think it is, knowing what we know about BDSP. This is a Life Orb Latios set. Holy moly. And now we have Latios versus Latios. We just pop the Draco, and we have to stop them from setting sub. That's basically it. Even if they were to, like, even if they were to just KO us with our own Draco first, or their own Draco first, I think that would have been fine, because then they would have had the special defense, or the special attack drop, we would have been alright. So our Latios takes out their Latios. The battle of Gen 3 is over. And they come back in with the Ninetales. And now I think this is their last Pokemon. So I think we can just go into the Politoed and check it and win. Right? Yep. And here we go. Big Politoed energy. Start up that permanent drizzle. Gen 5 Mew Sprite. I don't know. I've never really seen that. I don't remember the Gen 5 Mew Sprite. Alright, so you can see we take just a little bit of damage there. Not that much they can really do about it. Yes, we take burn damage, but then we repin with the Scald. And I still like the Scald. I think the Politoed set I used back in the day was Ice Beam, Scald. You could use Focus Blast for T-Tars, but I also opted to go with Hydro Pump and Scald. Is this a recording? So this right here is a recording. We're reviewing this, which we just got the win here. You can see their team is right there. We got the win. This is the semifinals of the tournament. Remember, the reason we're reviewing this is so we can look at how the team's supposed to be played, and then we're going to take the same team onto the ladder and see how it does. So that was the semifinals. I would say Rain has a pretty good matchup for Sun, but my Rain team was built very, very different from standard Rain teams of the day. You know, standard Rain teams, they did not use Scarf Toad. They used a lot more like chill stuff like that. They were much more reserved and mitigated damage. Like, my team's very, very aggressive. Aggressive Blissey, aggressive Life Orb Latios, aggressive Scarf, Politoed, stuff like that. I basically only won that matchup with, like, Blissey, Politoed. Politoed, Blissey, and, like, one Latios definitely won me the matchup, so it was a pretty good time. We also got a sub from somebody, so thank you for that. So let's take a look at the finals. Remember so many guys uploading DS footage on YouTube by recording with a camera? Yeah, that's what I used to do. That's what I used to do. A lot of people say Sun beats Rain, but I disagree. It depends on the format, right? Like, Groudon beats Kyogre a lot of the time because the Pokemon you pair Groudon with beat Kyogre. But, like, just the weather setters, the water type usually beats the fire type. And Groudon's not even a fire type. But let's take a look at the finals. We have Rain versus Rain. Can you see how good their team is compared to mine? Again, this is the finals of a over 100 player tournament in the year 2013. Like, this is something, and this is not an online tournament. These 100 people had to, like, gather in a place. It was at the Fanime Convention Center, in San Jose. It was in San Jose. It was at the Fanime Anime Convention, one of the bigger conventions in the U.S. And, yeah, this is the finals, right? So this is the finals. That guy's team is stacked. Can you not see, like, this is one of the most stacked teams I think I've ever seen in singles. And that's a lot more what standard Rain looked like. You'd have your Rain, you have your good switches, you'd also have a dry skin user. They always ran Toxicroak. And then you have, like, double grass types and tons of things to switch to be able to reactivate your Politoed. So my work is definitely cut out for me this game. And I'm going to have to dig deep into the barrel of what I need to do to win this game. I'm sure a lot of you guys have probably seen this video before. But, Here we go. Hoopa probably won't ever be legal again. Hoopa was pretty busted. So you can see my camera right there. So they're starting this game off. And yeah, let's see how it works. So I always have to lead Latios, and Latios versus Politoed's good. I really like our Latios set versus a lot of the meta. This Latios set actually doesn't have a dragon attack. It uses like Ice Beams, Thunderbolts, Psyshocks. It's a lot of damage. So but we don't want to just get Ice Beam. We need the Latios to check the Krogunk. We need to switch on Krogunk. So we know that we can always go into Blissey. It does not matter what they have. It doesn't matter if they're toxic. It doesn't matter what they're doing. I think they went for a Hypnosis there. We're absolutely fine. They want to come. We want to bait them to come in with Toxicroak and a couple other things, as well as Ferrothorn. So this is completely fine. We're playing this very, very slow. And one of the good things about like Rain being so prominent is Thunder Blissey always hits its Thunders. It's, remember, Serene Grace. So we're trying to get those paras. We're trying to be a bully. And I like leading Blissey into Politoeds as well, but like this is still kind of fine. We want them to use Leech Seed and then next turn go for like a Rocks or something like that. We'll pivot from there and we'll be absolutely fine. If they missed one of these moves, it'd really be bad for them. This is one of the situations where his friend in the tournament told him that I was Serene Grace. Obviously, he would have been able to tell by now. But normally, you would not Thunder Wave a Blissey slot. You would definitely not normally Thunder Wave a Blissey slot because they have Natural Cure. But this guy did. It happens. And, yep, he goes for a Power Whip. And Blissey, people like to think that Blissey's not some sort of physical wall. But it definitely is. It has so much bulk if you build it correctly. And we're in a decent spot here because this Ferrothorn was going to be able to wall like most of my team. So basically, as long as I don't get paralyzed next turn, a Flamethrower will take it out, and we should be in a good spot. But the problem is, like, Blissey is needed for a lot of this matchup. So they go for, like, a Fadeaway Stealth Rock, which there's nothing wrong with that. My team cannot get rid of hazards, remember? And I do finish off the Ferrothorn. So, like, technically mission accomplished, because if you looked at my team, remember, I have, like, Vaporeon, Latios. I have 0 checks for this Pharaoh, other than my Lucario, which doesn't even really want to fight a Ferrothorn. So I'm very, very happy to get this guy off the board. And let's see what they send in next. It's going to be the Toxicroak. So remember, I think in this situation, you kind of have to stay in with Blissey. Remember they Ice Punched there? They expected me to switch to Latios. That's why they Ice Punched. And I go for a Thunder, but I'm paralyzed. I think you have to stay in here because sub Toxicroak is so dominant. Another thing is there, if I get the para there, it's a lot easier to abuse Toxicroak with a couple other Mons. Also, he read me switching. So we just have to stay in here. Blissey's basically a liability because it got paralyzed. And we'll just let him do whatever he wants and take this as a very, very small win in the fact that he didn't get the sub. Because if he gets the sub up, we're boned. Like, there's no way that we win. Remember, Weather's forever, and Dry Skin with, like, Black Sludge and sub, it would be really, really hard to break this guy. So we come in with a Garchomp here. Remember, like, we have 2 Mons that we could have switched to. This is where we pop the sub. I don't know what he's going to do. I was very, very confused. I really thought he was going to switch, right? He has so many good Mons to switch to, like his own Latios. But he stays in Ice Punches, which is, he's obviously like in my head, right? After that one turn where I didn't switch, he's like, fuck this guy, man. And, sorry, he's Life Orb, not Black Sludge. But you can see, I can't believe he didn't switch to Latios there. Can you believe he didn't switch to Latios there? I can't believe he didn't switch to Latios there. Because if you switch to Latios, Latios outspeeds the Chomp and then you win, right? So it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. And his Latios' name is, there's a Latios ad. His name is Tryhard. Of course it is. Shiny Latios. Of course this turn I have to go for the EQ. And so he's absolutely playing me for a fiddle right now. And you can tell this guy knows exactly what he's doing. It's a singles. It's the finals of a very, very big singles tournament. This guy has the perfect team. We got to go into Vaporeon here. And let's see what we do. We eat the Draco very, very well. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Draco on Latios a lot of the time. I think actually, this tournament I did use Draco. I forgot. I did use Draco. I cut the Thunderbolt for it, which is why I switched out versus Politoed in the beginning. But normally I don't. But this is where the team comes together. Remember, Rain is permanent. And this is how the team works. We have Rest on this Vaporeon, and it's a Hydration Vaporeon. Right? We have a Hydration Vaporeon. So at the end of every single turn, we wake up from our rest. So basically, we have unlimited full heals on our Vaporeon. This is how the team's able to be so aggressive with all of its other picks, is because we have things like Blissey and Vaporeon being anchors. He can go for Drain Punches. They do a lot of damage. At this point, my only out is to freeze. Remember, that thing is Dry Skin. I can't go for Scald Burns against it. I have to freeze it, and I play to my outs. I get the freeze. Right? I get the freeze off the first Ice Beam. You can actually take a look at it, right? I would. He doesn't do enough damage with the Drain Punch or anything like that. I'd basically be able to rest every 3 turns and be fine after my leftovers ticks. I probably would have eventually gotten the freeze, but you can tell this guy's like super tilted. Like, oh my gosh. And basically, once I get the Toxicroak out of the way, my team's gonna roll. We haven't shown the fact that our Politoad's scarfed yet, which means we can pin their Latios. Their Toxicroak has one more turn, basically. But remember, he has like a Keldeo, he has a Latios, he has a Breloom in the back. There's still a Breloom in the back, right? This guy still has so many good Mons. And we get the Toxicroak off the board, which unlocks our team's potential to actually use water attacks, which is very, very nice. And basically, I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, I'm still really pinned by that Latios. I don't want my Bliss anymore. This Vaporeon is my last wall. And if they send out Breloom here, we don't know what kind of Breloom it is. If you were to go for, like, if that Breloom were to go for a Spore, I'd wake up at the end of the turn, so you don't want to do that to get free leftovers ticks. If you want to go for a sub, we need to stay in and punish that. They only get the 2 hit off their Bullet Seed. They take Life Orb damage. Vaporeon stays in. You have to stay in. As a Vaporeon player, you have to stay in there because you have to stop them from subbing, right? You cannot let them use Substitute. You don't know if they're a subset, a seed set, Swords Dance Technician, whatever set. You cannot let them use Substitute, right? So comes in with the Keldeo, and at this point, we just don't want to let them sub. They just go for a Surf. Absolutely fine. We've already shown that we're Hydration. So Surf Keldeo is still very common, even over the Scald. But Keldeo is still a really, really good mon. Definitely got to respect Keldeo, but I think we're now getting to the situation where we might have the tools to make this work. We come in with our Latios, take some rocks damage. It's absolutely fine. They switch out. I'm trying to remember if they switch into their Politoed, and we should be able to 2-shot Politoed. Then they repin with their Latios. We switch away, make them waste the Draco, and we should be able to get the pins. So Psyshock's here, good damage, hits the defense stat instead of the special defense stat. And do I have the Draco here? I think I have to Draco because they're lefties. Yeah. Let's see if I do. I mean, I don't have to. Yeah. Oh, I have the Thunderbolt. So my moveset is Psyshock, Draco, Thunderbolt. Look at me. Look at me 10 years ago with the perfect coverage. The perfect coverage. Oh my gosh. You ever seen anyone as good as me? I don't think so. And right here, you can send it your Latios, but we already know that you're Draco Latios. So, like, if you waste this, you don't have the tool. Yeah, we just stay in and make him fodder it. So he has to win a speed tie to do it too. So we make him win the speed tie. This is going to lower his special attack. And I think his last 2 Mons are the Keldeo and this Latios. And I think I have a good Mon. Do I come in with Garchomp here? I'm trying to remember. No, it's Lucario time. It's finally time for Lucario to pop off. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I remember this. Like, I set this all up. Like, I remember taking my notes and I'm like trying to like organize it. And I remember setting this up. And I set this all up when Vaporeon got the KO on the Breloom. I'm like, I come with Latios, it takes out Toad, I lose Latios, let them get the drop, I get a free Swords Dance on their switch, and then I just one-shot everything with Swords Dance Lucario in the back, yo. Look at this. Look at this. Keldeo, I ain't ever even heard of it, bro. Oh my gosh. You gotta remember that we also still have a Scarf Politoed. So even if that didn't KO, we would have been able to come out and revenge KO there, and then we would have been able to use Toad to beat Latios. We could have even, like, switched around and stuff like that, too. Because any move this Latios would want to use to break the Lucario wouldn't be that great versus Politoed. The DS days will forever be undefeated. I agree. And we take the wins. And I won the tournament. This is a tournament-winning team from 10 years ago. Over 100 players in this tournament. You can't tell me that team that they used wasn't better than mine. Yo, we got the big sub up as well. Yo, thank you so much. Big subs up. We do be loving to see that. So thank you so much. But yeah, that's the team. That's how it plays. And now we're going to try our best to recreate. Right? Well, I know Lucario have. It had a sash. It had a sash, but it was adamant. We're going to try our best to recreate that team today and take it onto the ladder and see if we can actually get wins. We're still using Scarf Toad. We're trying our best to use as many of the same sets as possible. So, like, we're still going to use the same Lucario set. We're going to use the same Politoed set. Relatively similar Latios set. Garchomp's going to be a little bit different. Blissey's going to be exactly the same. Vaporeon's going to be a little bit different because, you know, weather isn't permanent anymore. But hopefully, you know, we can still get some wins. And yeah, I think this is good fun. I think this is going to be a good time. So let's go. Let's go play some games. Oh, that's so hard. Oh, that's gonna be so hard to deal with. Clefable's a lot harder to deal with than you think. So is T-Tar, actually. The fact that we don't really have rocks is gonna make it a lot harder than I want. I'm actually gonna lead with Lucario. I don't want to deal with Clefable, and if you want to switch away, that's fine. I think we lose this one. That's a good OU team. Yeah, unaware Clef. Like, I don't think I can break this guy. He's also going to max and probably steal a KO at the weirdest time. Let's see, though. Great looking team from their side. Talonflame's really hard to deal with. Like, they have T-Tar, the absolute slayer of Latios. Oh, and they lead Rotom. Do you guys think it's Scarfed or not? If you wisp me here, I lose. I think it's Scarf. I think they're gonna wisp. I think they're Scarfed. Cool. It's fine with me. You can wisp me if you want. Like, I don't need to. Lucario will just be a fodder for every other time they want to come out later. They're going to be lefties and probably have Volt Switch. Cool, that's great. That's totally fine. Absolutely fine. Like, getting that damage on Rotom makes it a lot easier to, like, pilot the rest of the game. Latios is not usable in Series 13. There's just too many good mons. Naganadel is probably as close as you're going to get. Did we just E-Speed here? Keep it alive for now. I don't have Defog, so if he gets rocks up later, I lose. No way he's Wisping here. Brave Bird's awesome. Great. Cool. They can go back into the Rotom, but now we have, like, the tools that we need to get rid of the things. I'm gonna rocks here. You can wisp me, it's fine. U-turn. Oh, cool. Cool. So U-turn, Brave Bird is not choiced. Let's see. I hope this guy's not in the chat. That's what I hope. I really hope they're not in the chat. Do I need Garchomp for literally anything else, or should we just fodder? No, that's too much. That's a waste of your Terra. To waste one turn, it's a waste. They have Ice Beam. They can put their own rocks up. I can't stop their rocks. Or just EQ, it's fine. You can spam Calm Mind? Ah, it's not. That's fine. Spam Calm Mind. If you eventually get a KO, I just bring out Lucario. Right? Lucario can win here. Stealth Rocks are good. I can't stop them. I think Lucario lives the Stealth Rock. Let's see if this guy even has Soft Willed Clef. Like, it's not supposed to have that. Unless, like, they bring it in from previous gens. But, like, he probably does. Where's Rapid Spin Torkoal? We used that yesterday. I want to see if they're switching to block the EQ. They're staying. Wish. Got it. So Wish. Okay. We both have rocks up. So it looks like he's not going to defog, which is probably good for me, you know? My one turn to be a bully. I'm going to go for the para. If you have Calm Mind, you have Calm Mind. I can't do anything about it. Yeah, switch. Okay. This para is huge. Huge. This is the hugest para. Actually, I can just kid it. I just need to hit the damn thing. It's Heavy Duty Boots Talonflame. Can we just get the KO and stop the wish? Yes! Oh my gosh, let's go. That Talonflame being down is huge. That's so big. Oh my gosh. Let's go. Keldeo. Sacred Sword definitely melts me up. Put my defense stat. I wonder if they're going to Calm Mind now. I'm going to switch the Latios. I think it's a right play. Psyshock will break this. They'll go into the T-Tar. They'll take more damage over the course of the... Oh, they're double switching a T-Tar? It's fine. Good play. You don't get Pursuit anymore, bro. Like, I don't got to be afraid. This just breaks your sash. You guys think he's going to max on me? What do you guys think? Do you guys think they have max or not? No, we're not Scarf. Even if they DD, I think a Politoed switch is good. They're not Lum, so they might be... Crunch won't KO us here. We'll see. We live the Crunch. We'd live Stone Edge, Dragon Dance. I still should outspeed if you Dragon Dance, actually. EQ. EQ'd my Latios. What? Huh. That's weird, right? Am I wrong? That's super weird. EQ'd my Latios. What did he think was coming in? Very suspicious. Switching on T-Tar, obviously. Rotom's gonna die. Yeah, I'm gonna two-shot your Rotom. Burn it? Yes, so we don't have to show Scarf. Thoughts on Lucario swap? He could kill with Crunch. We're at like 14. Lucario might even die to rocks. Realistically, we might just die to rocks. Like, you could kill with anything. Yeah. I'm gonna Scald. I want to see what they're gonna do with this Mew. I want to punish really, really hard. This is my best chance to do that. If they're outspeeding us, that means they're Scarfed. So they're not Scarfed. Big damage. No burn. Leaf Storm! Huh. Okay. Yeah, I only take 3%. I'm fine. I bet it has Ice Beam. I bet this thing has Ice Beam. EQ's the right play. It's for Politoed, obviously. Yeah, they're gonna switch. They're gonna come in with Clef, probably. I want to see if Clef takes the damage from the magic. I want to see if it's unaware or not. We actually haven't confirmed until right now if it's unaware. All right, so it's not Magic Guard. It's unaware. So then we're gonna Toxicate. Cool. I don't think that. I think that Toxic is by far the right play here. Because he's gonna Wish this turn and then Protect, and on the basically he's gonna Wish, and then he's gonna wish he didn't do it. So when they start EQing, you can totally Moonblast me. Let's go. Alright. I never thought I'd be happy to see Unaware Clef in my life. I never thought I'd be happy. Don't miss Toxic? I didn't. Never thought I'd be happier to see that. I kind of want to detail, because I think they're going to come with Keldeo. And you see Garchomp is getting lefties value this whole time. Keldeo would have to pack like Icy Wind to beat Chomp. Toxic basically makes it so Blissey can just wall this though. So anytime they see Clefairy, we just go Blissey. I'll EQ here. You can protect if you want. Okay, cool. You might just lose it. Yep. No wish for you. That's 2 wishes failed. Oh my gosh. Let's go, Garchomp. Let's go. T-Tar's problematic. I wonder if I should go for the Toxic on the Keldeo. Mew's back. I think I just KO Mew. I think we just EQ Mew. Yeah, we KO Mew here. Let's go. Yeah, that's a different That's a different Clefable set. It wouldn't have room for rocks realistically there. Cool, no max. Garchomp taking it. That's probably a HP defense Mew, but we take those. Whew. All right. You have Keldeo and T-Tar left, and Garchomp's just getting free lefties this whole time. It's nice. It is nice. There's the Keldeo. Full speed Jolly Chomp. It's not actually full speed, but it is a Jolly Chomp. It's outspeeding base 100s, right? So it's not full speed, but it's very bulky. So you have a lot of HP on this thing. I think you Toxic. I think if I Toxic, Vaporeon wins the game. So I'll Toxic, because I basically... I think Toxic's the right play. Hydro's fine. You shouldn't get the KO. We're really thick. That would have killed a real Garchomp. Not mine, though. Toxic? No! Fuck. I need an adult chat. It's okay. So we lose the Garchomp, probably. He's going to Sacred Sword, which I think makes contact. That sucks. Yep, cool. I think it makes contact. I guess it doesn't. Alright, Latios is an okay pivot here. We just yawn. It just sucks. I don't think they have sub. I don't think they'll have sub. Keldeo can beat, can set up and beat Vaporeon. It definitely can. If he subs Keldeo, this is gonna be really, really hard to deal with. Like we'll probably lose if they sub. Secret Sword, thank God. Okay, cool. We did it. We're fine. Yeah, we're alive. Awesome. We have Lucario to check the T-Tar. We have Latios to finish off this Keldeo if need be. And we're okay. You can switch to T-Tar, it's fine. Yep, absolutely fine. Take those rocks damage all the way to the bank. We yawn the T-Tar too. If you want to taunt and stuff like that, that's fine. And then we'll go Scald. Like, you're not Lum, so I don't have to be afraid. I should actually probably just click Yawn forever, realistically. Yeah, Yawn's the right play. Ah, man. Can't believe that Toxic miss. We would have been able to play the game so differently. Yawn. Rock Slide. He's going for Flinch Town, huh? Flinch Town, USA. Oh my goodness, chat. Not like this. Pursuit? He doesn't have Pursuit. Pursuit's not in the game. Oh, in the next gen? I don't know. We do the same thing. We just let this happen. And then we get to go into Lucario for free. We just don't want him to Dragon Dance. So, we do not want to pop a Protect with the odds of Sandturns. Sandturn's actually good against the rest of his team. Yeah, this is totally fine. So, Lucario's going to come in and be fine. We already saw his item. Lucario should be fine. Saving the Lucario. But this guy's getting pretty lucky the last half of this game, right? King busted. King busted. Let's go CC, baby. Yeet, delete. T-Tar going down. Kelly's going to come back in. There's still Sandstorm ticking. And so it's going to get 1 tick of Sandstorm, has a Life Orb, and he's going to take a tick of Rocks, and then E-Speed will finish off. Swear to goodness, though, if you rest me, bro. Let me take it. I lost 3 HP from Roxy. Lucario busted. Thought it was 4. The Thunder from Blissey is what won the game, I think. Yeah, I think he's going to tick out after like 2 turns. Do you have anything that outspeeds this guy, though? I might lose. It is possible. No, we have Latios, don't we? We still have Latios left. Oh, Sandstorm ends. Okay. Latios should be fine versus Keldeo, right? Icy Wind crit. He already showed Hydro. We don't want to let them rest. If they rest, we're gonna get out of control here. Swear to goodness, he's gonna max now, right? He's gonna max right now. Balls to the wall. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Don't click Dynamax. Actually, if you click Dynamax, you lose to Blissey. Because your Sacred Sword won't hit defense anymore. Don't just click Soft Boiled and you'll Life Orb yourself out. Don't do it. Take your loss with honor. That's right. The loss with honor. Oh, yeah, we take those. Good game. That was a good game. That was a close one. That was actually really, really close. We had to play the routes in that one for sure. Let's think about what I want to lead with. I could still lead Polito. Polito's still a good lead here. It is. It's still a good lead. If you go to Blissey, I think I go to Blissey. Oh, we have Psyshock on this Latios for the Blissey too. That's really, really cool. Alright, let's see Politoed. They're going to expect Polito, but it's fine. Can't believe you don't like roller coasters, but you've been on so many. No. See, I don't like going fast. I don't even like driving like 70 miles an hour. The speed limit's too fast for me. I like going very slow. I'm super chill. If you were to run a team from the anime, what team would it be? I'd use Wallace's team. I like Wallace. Wallace is my favorite. Suicune versus Toad. Okay. Let me think about this. Skull Burn would be nice, but like, Calm Mind sucks. Bit pressure. I don't think you want to Scald, because like they're probably rest anyways. We have Detail here. I don't know if they have Ice Beam. I'm just going to go to the Blissey. During summer of SV, I'll reach my 10-year mark for VGC. I'm looking to make a guide content for SV since common thing when I've been teaching people is them asking. Yeah, just do it. There's Calm Mind. Cali has speed limits? You'd never think driving in LA. I know, right? Big battles. Alright, so we're just gonna go for Thunders. We want a para, but like I'm pretty sure they have like everything they need. Like I'm pretty sure the moveset's like Rest, Suicune, Rest, Sleep Talk, all that jam. Thunder sit in the rain though. Yes or no, we are doing battles, yeah. Let's go. Oh my gosh, so Ring Grace, perfect. You got lefties? Probably not. Oh, well, lefties wouldn't tick yet because they're parried. Because I'm faster now. I'm so fast. Yeah, they're lefties. You guys think they have Rest? If they have Rest, Sleep Talk, we'll switch to Garchomp eventually. The only thing I hate about roller coasters isn't the coasters themselves, is the people that scream bloody murder. I got traumatized by roller coasters when I was a kid. So maybe I'll tell that story sometime. Should be a 4-shot. What do you think is Rest Snorlax with some sort of attack booster? Lax is good. That's some big damage against +1 Suicune. It is. It's probably really aggressive. It's probably full HP defense too. That's a standard Suicune build. Great, here we get the KO. We gotta see if they have Rest. They also have Pressure, which is like the correct set here. So like I only get a certain number of these Thunders. I would love another Pulpera. Rest, no rest, no rest, no rest, no rest. Fuck! Okay. Dude, Suicune's such a bully. Alright, this does tell me, though, that they don't have Ice Beam, because they have Sleep Talk. Do we just try and crit? No, we don't. We gotta switch it out. Suicune Entei. Yeah, they're good. It sucks we're gonna get a Scald here, but it's fine. Yep. Standard Suicune. Alright, so hopefully I don't die. Just gotta go for the Dragon Tail. We gotta get this guy off the board. Gotta get this thing off the board. We can eventually pin it, but like it's gonna take a bit. It's gonna take a hot minute. Alright, good thing the rain's gone. Let's go. Please no Scald. Just Calm Mind me, bro. Just rest, bro. Just rest. Take a nice little rest. Thank God. Alright, Calm Mind's fine. Let's go. Let me hit this. Come on, Dragon Tail. No! No, we just lost them. Just gonna lose us the game. Bro, come on. No way. Oh, that sucks. He's gonna like one-shot my... He's maxing? Bro, you can't do that. Oh, come on. Oh my gosh. Think about what we do here. No, it doesn't affect Dynamax Pokemon. It doesn't even get the Chaos. One max turn. No, I'm still gonna win. Wait, you don't think I'm still gonna win? You don't think I'm still gonna overkill? Nah. I'm still gonna win, bro. What do you guys think? You guys don't know who I am? Outplayed? You know he literally cheated, right? you know he cheated, right? I can't believe it's such an outplayed. We actually won't rocks the toxic. Let's think about that. I'm gonna put up the rocks. Alright. So fade away rocks. Lose the chomp. Yep. Controller drift? No, we just win. We still win. You have to leave. He has to leave, guys. He can't hit us. Alright. Just chill. He can't hit us. Yeah. Bye! Does he have Ice Beam? He already showed his moves. Rest, Sleep, Talk, Scald, Calm Mind. He showed all 4. So I don't have to care. I could go for a Yawn here, and it's good, but like I'm gonna go for this. He outplayed you, bro. It's like, I don't know about that one, Chief. Wild Charge. Oh, good play. Good play. I'm not dead, though. Like, look how thick I am. Thank you. We have a Wish Patch thing this turn, too. And you're orbed, bro. Get out of here. Oh, my goodness. Can we get a burn? Survey says, OMG. Look at that wish. I wish with all my heart to use Vaporeon and destroy the non-believer. Let's think about this. We could wish here. Scald's fine. Yeah, he's dead. Cool. Right? Tank and Ubers. Yeah, dude, Vaporeon busted, man. Vaporeon's always been busted. Busted. Alright. We're in a good spot. And y'all know the rules. I don't Dynamax first. The burn was lucky. We didn't need it. Didn't need it. What, you could say I outplayed him. Alright. We switch here. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Serene Grace. Do I want to start this back up? You're not gonna Thunder Wave. This is fine. Even if you go for like a Seismic Toss or a Flamethrower here, I think I'm alright. Lucario busted. I think it's Lucario time. Thunder. Oh, they have the special Blissey! They missed! They thought I was going into Toad! Whoa! Yo! Is this someone using a That's a +1 team? I'm not. That's not my team. This close combat's gonna chunk. And if you go to Gengar, just go to Blissey. I should just max my... I should just max. I have Rocks up, bro. Hold on. I win if I max. Let's fucking go. Show me that Gengar, bro! Noivern? Nah, fam. Take that Rocks damage, we'll do it anywhere else. Oh, yeah, he's gone. He's gone. He could come in with the Gengar and Wisp us, but I think this is fine. You wanted to go for this in case their Tyrantrum Scarfed. Because, like, this gives us a defense boost. Let's go, Lucario. Show him what's up. Eat delete. Steel Spike D's. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's go. No free SD? No, SD is actually SD's a loss. Because like they have Gengar, right? So if I SD and you switch to Gengar, I can't fight the Gengar. Or you wanted to kill the Gengar on the switch. So like an on-main timer, I would sweep him? Probably not. Alright, this should be a 2-shot. He's gonna go for the burn, but like, I think this is a 2-shot on Suicune. You do realize we're using like a joke team today, right? Alright, so he has 1 shot to burn. Rest is though not play. Oh, no burn. Sorry. This should get the KO. We'll see. Maybe not after lefties. Oh my gosh, we're so big right now. Lucario's huge. Literally. Rage quit? Oh yeah. What? What? How dare you Dynamax after I Dynamaxed and had Ubers. What an outplay. Let's think about this. I know we can pivot to Garchomp from Raichu, so I'm gonna leave Politoed. Landorus is free. Alright, so alright. Everyone's gonna say like Lando, Ferrothorn. So Pokemon that have 4 times weaknesses are actually pretty free. Because like there's so many things you can tech to make them bait them into thinking they're safe, and you steal a KO on them. So like Landorus loses to Blissey, Ice Beam, or anything that uses Ice Beam. Ferro loses to anything that packs a fire attack they're not expecting, right? The problem Pokemon are ones that you can't steal KOs off of, right? You can't pull a fast one out from under it. Like Landorus, like please use it. If you were to use a shit ton of Landorus, I'd be so happy. But if you were to use like a Pokemon that like has Intimidate, really bulky and hard to get rid of that I can't steal a KO on, that's a lot harder. That's one of the reasons why Incineroar is so good. So Grim. I think I'm fine here. I'm just gonna go for a Scald. You can Power Whip me. Smeargle's always the right answer. Yeah, Smeargle's always the right answer. It is. Smeargle's the freaking demon. I think another one that I'm not a big fan of is Ultra Necrozma, but like Xerneas is another one I'm not a big fan of. Oh, no burn. Come on, never lucky. We need dual screens. I don't care. Amoonguss is probably another one that's pretty annoying, I would say. Smeargle, not the GOAT. There we go. That's a big burn. He's attacking this turn. Spirit Break. Okay. So he's going to see that we're Scarfed, because we don't show lefties. Necrozma, what even is that? See, yeah, people don't even know. The light that burns the sky. Let's think of other annoying Pokemon to deal with. Raichu's actually kind of annoying a lot too. But like, it's not that annoying. Lecky's pretty annoying. Whims. Can I vote Whims? Yeah. In this format, it's Whimsicott. I've actually never really been annoyed by Incin. Incin's just kind of like there. I don't really care about Incineroar. I've never really like thought of Incineroar as the big problem a lot of players think it is. Gengar. We outspeed this Gengar. Do I just stay in? Do I need Poly for anything? Like they should just be using a lot of other. I'm gonna stay in. I don't need this Poly for like anything anymore. I don't even think they break us. We just wanna break Sash. Crit! Yo, Polytoad! Polytoad's so good! My boy! We crit through the light screen and through the Spirit Break at special attack drop. Oh man. Scizor actually outspeeds Incin and gets superpower. You can Life Orb Scizor beats Incin. Bro. Oh, what? I'll fight you, man. Dude, Polytoad don't give a shit. He's gonna max this thing. Why is she so mad? This shouldn't do like any damage. Polytoad Zen mode. Another one? Let's go. Another crit? That's still so much. Thunder Fang. Oh, and Polytoad dodges it. Polytoad, bob and a weave. I'm saving you, man. Polytoad. I'll save you, buddy. I'll get you out of this. I promise I'll protect you. Let's go to Garchomp. That's funny. Skill swap Spinda? I didn't really use skill swap. I used contrary with Choice Scarf. Thunder Fang, not Fam. Alright, do we want rocks or do we want just EQ? I think you want the rocks, because it puts a Darn within range for our Scald. Yeah, there's no reason to EQ here. We don't really care. Rocks are way better. Anyways, detail. That's me. I'm the guy. I'm the dad over there. Rocks are up. My original Garchomp didn't have rocks, but like I think rocks are really important. So let's go. Flare Blitz. You deserve the burn. I'll be realistic. You deserve the burn. You can have it if you want it. You can have the burn. I'll give it to you. He didn't even want it. Would it be crazy if Rough Skin worked even on Thunder Fang? It should. So actually, all right, this is a funny story. Back in the day, right? You know, back in the day, Pokemon games were not released worldwide at the same time. They were not released worldwide at the same time. You could play them earlier on Japanese like cartridges. Like they came out like a whole year early in Japan. Like Gen 4 and Gen 5 came out a whole year early in Japan than they did in the Americas. So what all the like pro players did is we all had like R4s. We downloaded the games and we played like all our, you know, local events and other stuff like that on R4s. We played it in Japanese. And so when the games were like first coming out, they are not like translations. You're literally playing the game in Japanese. It's pretty hard. And we don't know like what mons get new, what moves or whatever. And I was playing in the finals of like a local tournament. So not that many people. And it came down to Gengar versus Gyarados. Right? I have Gengar and my friend has Gyarados. And I'm like, cool, I win. There's not a damn thing this Gyarados can do. I Thunderbolt it. Because you can't like, even if he was sashed and he DD'd, like my Gengar has a sash, I'm fine, right? So I Thunderbolt it. I clock his sash and I'm like, okay, weird. And I'm like, well, he's not DDing, it's fine. Even if he did, I'd still be fine. So he goes for a Thunder Fang with his Gyarados. And like, I didn't notice, right? Anyways, the Thunder Fang gets a para, and then he proceeds to win after that. Is this Urshi Water? Let me just check. It is Urshi Water. Garchomp does not care about the water Urshi. Anyways, so he gets all he pairs my Gengar with a Thunder Fang. Oh man, he's maxing, never lucky. And do I win? I don't remember those last mons. I think I still ended up winning the tournament. I would have probably remembered this more if I lost. So, but my Gengar got KO'd by the damn Gyarados. And like after the game, I was talking to one of my friends, and he's like, "Bro, dude, you just got Thunder Fanged by a Gyarados." And I was like, "Yeah, dude, it sucked." And he's like, "Gyarados can't learn Thunder Fang, bro." And I was like, "You're right. Bro, you Gyarados can't learn Thunder Fang, man. Never lucky." Oh man, another person maxed on my Dragon Tail. Anyways, yeah. And so what I'm trying to say is because the games, you had to use like R4s and it was on Japanese. People didn't know like what moves Pokemon got, and so no, it didn't get Thunderfang. It didn't get Thunderfang, yeah. And so he just put on Thunderfang because it was probably a mistake, right? Let's see, we can just come. I think he just fought the Garchomp here. But yeah, it was funny. Dude, didn't he airstream me? Yeah, it doesn't. Dude, we're so thick. We're gonna waste all his max turns with just this Garchomp. Yeah, it's an honest mistake. Oh yeah, it was like a good friend of mine too. It was a guy who was my roommate for years. Like we were all just friends, so it was completely fine. Latios doesn't really care. That's fine. I can just repin with the Latios. But it was funny because like I didn't know it either. I didn't notice it either. Yeah, we were still like in that time. All the Volcaronas had Flash Fire because we didn't know the translation for Flame Body. That was funny. All right, Garchomp goes down. Never lucky Garchomp. God, that was like over 10 years ago now. I think we're fine versus this. Yeah, you would see a bunch of weird stuff when like you had to R4 everything, because like we would use because you know it was like local stuff like that. We were just friends, playing each other to test things, and like one of my roommates, he like made a team that like had what is it? He made a team. He does have Ice Punch. Wow, bro. Never lucky, I guess. He made a team that had a Heatran without like Flame Body or Flash Fire, and I got Eruption and it died. One time he made a Gengar without Levitate. I guess we just gotta come with this guy. No, they would never do that. Like, games can't do that anymore. That'd never work anymore. I wonder if E-Speed gets the KO. You still have Gengar, right? Do you still have the Gengar? No, it's dead. Okay, I win. Reminds me of when I played the Unite server test. Everything was Japanese, no idea what any of the moves did. Yeah, that's how it worked back in the day. SD baby, let's go! E-Speed D's. Even if he has Aqua Jet, we have E-Speed. Yeah, Garchomp's awesome. Garchomp's so cool. Very, very cool Pokemon. We all stand Garchomp here. We all stand Garchomp. I actually played a lot of Garchomp games on Unite the other day. I played like 5 Garchomp games, and I lost 2 games after hard carrying by like single digit points on Unite. I was so sad. But my Garchomp's looking pretty clean. Man, Garchomp's a good time. Yeah, I still have like my R4. I should go show those mons and show all my single sets. I have like full boxes of stuff in the R4 of all the competitive mons I used to use. Can't really transfer them over because R4s didn't connect to internet. They didn't have like the chip that like, or the DS. They didn't like work that way. Garchomp's fun in Unite. Garchomp's a lot of fun to use. You have to be like the lamest in lane partner. You basically lose lane really bad, but it's okay. I still think it's fun. And like I said, I carried like pretty much every game I was in. I think this gets the OHKO after Rocks. That's why I E-Speeded. That's why I did that. Do you use EQ or Declaw? I use the EQ. Yeah, Unite does hate Garchomp, but it's fine. I still like Garchomp. That's all that matters. I like Garchomp. This one-shots, right? +2 Adamant Lucario E-Speed. Let's go. Let's go, Lucario. We're closing out just like I did in the finals of that one tournament. Just like I did. That's the way this team works. You really have to expend your resources to deal with like all the good stuff. And we did another Rage Quit. And then like Lucario comes in when you least expects it, gets a Sash Clock, SDs, and just rolls the people over for the end. That's how it works.